Well, we're doing a short garden tour this morning. It's July 6th. We're going to start here with the okra. I planted these about, I would say 3 weeks ago, but these is about 3 weeks. They're coming along with 3 weeks here. So they're looking pretty good. And I'm gonna move over here. We have pepper plants here. I transplanted these into pots about 3 weeks ago as well. And it seems like this one here is ready to be picked. Okay, yeah, that's ready to be picked there. And you see in the background we have, let's see what we have here. We have cucumbers plants. Planted these about 3 weeks ago. You got the flowers here, and you probably can see a baby cucumber there. Okay, I got these under the shade cloth. I say it's been about 95 degrees every day for the last few weeks. Even I think a couple of days we hit 100 degrees here in Central Florida, zone 10A. We're gonna go around here, and we have sweet potato plants here. They're doing well. They're doing well. We've been getting rain, a lot of rain lately, but not really. We should get more. Be getting more. So we're gonna move on here. We got marigold plants here. I planted about maybe 40 days ago, so they're blooming well in this spot here. Let's see, we got pepper plants here, and they're doing great. They're doing great. Okay, we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna take you over here. Now here we got blackberries. They've been producing for the last, I would say, this June, I would say about 40 days we've been having berries on this plant here. And the birds been taking most of them, but it's still producing. Blackberry plant, we had this in the ground for about 5 years. So they're doing great. Over here, we have plumbago and zinnia plants here in the back. Doing great. Some of the days it's been like 99, 98. At least 1 or 2 days I know we hit 100 degrees here. It's about 91 right now, I think, maybe 90 degrees in Central Florida. This is a banana plant. I think this plant here, last year it was about maybe 9 feet tall. Yeah, maybe 8 feet tall. But it got hit by the cold weather we had this winter. It was a beautiful plant, but it got hit. And after it got hit, well, we cut it back down to the ground, and we got about, let's see, 6 banana plants out of it. So this is one of the banana plants we got out the original plant. Okay, so this should come up to about 8 feet tall at least. Here we have crepe myrtle plants. And this plant here, the wind must have blown a seed or something. It grew voluntarily, or maybe probably a bird, or most likely could have been the wind. Just dropped the seed in the ground at our location. But it was growing next to the window on the side of the house. So I dug it up and put it here. But it's coming along quite well. Okay, crepe myrtle tree. So we should have nice shade from that area. Over here, I'm gonna go up in here, but I'm first gonna mention the pigeon peas, which is here. These pigeon peas plant, I would say this one here is about 2.5 feet And these grow up, no, is that 2.5 feet? About 40 inches, I guess. 24, 24, maybe about 33 inches. But these grow up to be about 6 feet tall, pigeon peas. So I need to stake these. Next time you see these, they'll be on stakes. I got to stake them up so they won't be blown over by the wind, leaning over. So there's about 35 plants we have here. We're gonna take these down to the property in a few weeks. So they'll be about, let's see, 2 feet now. When they get about 3 feet, I'll probably take them down to the property. At Little Valley Community Garden property. So I'm gonna have to stake them up. Over here we have black-eyed peas, and I planted these about, I would say, a week and a half ago, and they're doing great. No shade, they're doing great in the sun. They're supposed to be able to withstand the Florida sun, Central Florida sun. So they're doing great here. We have another, these are sugar snaps peas right here, sugar snap peas. They're supposed to be able to withstand the Florida sun as well, and they're doing a great job because it's been about at least 96 degrees every day, and they're doing great. Right now it's about, I guess, 10 o'clock in the morning. So they're doing great. So we got black-eyed peas, sugar snap peas, and what else we have over here? I'm trying to think of the name, but I can't think of the name of the other one. Okay, is it? No, I can't think of the name. And I think it's, well, I can't think of the name of the other one. I think I threw the name tag away. Anyway, but in the back here we have pepper plants. They're doing great. Oh, here's the name of the other one right here. These are cow peas. These are cow peas. This is how they look right here. Cow peas. And they're coming up. They're coming up slowly, but they're coming up. So those are cow peas. Okay, and they're supposed to be able to thrive in the Central Florida sun as well. So we got pepper plants here. They're doing well. You see flowers coming on. We already had peppers off these plants already. So they're doing great. Let's see here. So we're going to take you over here. Now over here we have a pineapple plant, which the cold weather had killed it, but it's coming back. A pineapple plant right there. So take you along, more pepper plants. So we're doing great with the peppers. Plants this year. So we're going to move along. Not want to hold you too long. We got more pepper plants right here. I got a shade cloth here just in case it get too hot. I can cover those with the shade plants. More pepper plants right here. This small plant here is a shower of paradise, bird of paradise. So it should come up about, the one we got in the front yard, it's about 10 feet. Maybe it's about 10 feet already. So we got about, I think, 3 paradise, bird of paradise in the front yard. And one of them is about at least 10 to 12 feet, but it got hit by the cold weather, but they're coming back well. I didn't have to cut them back. So they're doing great, but I'm not gonna be able to take you to the front. But they're doing great, okay? So bird of paradise here. And this is another part of the crepe myrtle that I took from the side of the house. So it's coming up. So this will grow up in this area, which will provide some shade. This here is a crepe myrtle here. This came up a few years ago. We didn't plant it here, it just came up. Next door neighbor has a crepe myrtle. So I'm sure that those seeds came from that tree over there in her yard. Anyway, but this is another part of the crepe myrtle tree right here, where it should come up, provide some shade in the back. We did have some trees here, but we cut them down. We had 4 oak elms trees in the backyard, which provided a lot of shade. Whole back areas with shade. And this is one of the oak elms tree right here. Small one coming up there. But I'll probably take that down to the property. I don't want it to grow here in the backyard. So anyway, let's move on. Another banana plant here coming up. That was provided after the cold weather hit. Our nice, beautiful banana tree. So these are coming up here. Look like we may have 2 or 3 of them coming up right there. So we'll see what we're gonna do with the other 2. But it's provide more shade in this area where we have, like, you see the nursery trays here. So that we need more shade in this area for these plants here. So I won't have the shade net here. Anyway, so next year we'll take care of that. Coming along here. Okay, this is a pepper plant. Let's see here. We got about 2 or 3 different kinds of pepper plants. So they're coming along. More pepper plants right here. And they're doing great. Pepper plants. They're doing great. And this is a ground cover grass, which produce purple and white flowers year round. These are tomato plants. When I get around on that side, I'll tell you more about tomato plants, what we're gonna do next year. See that nice pepper ready to be picked? Okay, now this area, this is, last year this area here, this high-rise bed produced great pepper plants. So I'm gonna see what's going on with this. One of them I had to cut back last week. Let's see what's going on. Maybe I have to make sure I got enough. I have to re-drill more holes in this high rise. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Anyway, this is coming along okay. Impatiens here, which I planted here last fall. Impatiens, and there's a caladium. I didn't even plant that there. It came up. You know, it just came up. More pepper plants. So they're doing well back here under this magnolia tree. We got more pepper plants, and they should do well. Now this here small plant is like a golden ring tree. I was gonna pull it up, but I got another one in the front yard. It's about probably 12 inches, about 12 inches high. I was gonna take those down to the property, but they do look like a golden ring tree to me, but we have to recheck that. But in Florida, they have many golden ring trees, different colors. They're real beautiful once they get about, I would say, 20 feet high. They're real beautiful trees in Florida. I remember when we first came to Florida, I was amazed at the golden ring trees. So they come in different colors. This one most likely is a bright yellowish color. Well, anyway, we're gonna move on here. So we got impatiens under the bench. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this caladium here I put here last week. Transplanted here. I did a little small video on that. Well, I think it's about a 1-minute video, but caladiums here. So eventually they'll come up the rest of the summer. This here is, let's see, shower of gold in this flower pot with grass ground cover, luriope ground cover grass. I call it. Small banana plant right there, which son-in-law supposed to come over and pick it up. I supposed to take one. He can pick up this one, whichever. He haven't came down yet, so supposed to take this one to my sister. If son-in-law comes first, he can take this one with him, and my sister get that one. But I have to move this one out the way. I got to move it out the way. It's getting too big there. Over here we have shower gold plant, Diralis. Diralis shower of gold. Another caladium plant I planted last week, and bring more color to the garden. Over here we have more caladium plants, and this here, let's see, this is zinnia plant here, but it's not getting enough sun. I should move it out the area here. I thought maybe get in the afternoon. The sun is west, in the west part of the property, and I was thinking maybe it would get enough sun in this area, but we can see because I planted them the same day I planted the zinnia on the other side of the garden, and these not doing too well in the spot. They're like full sun. Okay, this is a zucchini plant here. Okay, zucchini plant. Got flowers on it, and I just took a zucchini last week from this plant here. So it's coming along. Now, we have tomato plants here, which there's a little tomato there. Now, I was just doing a test this year here in Central Florida, Zone 10A. How long should we try to, we're not going to try to grow tomatoes all next year. May will be the last. I just want to see how far we can go with the tomato plants here. I planted these in the last of September of last year, and we was doing great with the tomatoes until the end of May, and then they began to run their course. So next year, we won't, the end of May, we're gonna just take the tomato plants out, okay? Because we most likely can get them to grow year round, but I don't have the time to try to get them to grow year round. But throughout the cooler parts of the year in Florida, tomato plants in this area look nice. Now you can grow them throughout the whole summer, but I don't have that kind of time to do that. So these are more pigeon please plants. Like I say, we got about 35, maybe even close to 40 now, because some more came up, seedlings came up. Now here, this is, I just got quite of these for Mother's Day. Let's bend down and see exactly what these are. These are fig plants, and I'm gonna have to put these in bigger pots. Fig plants. Figs are, I'm gonna have to put these in bigger pots. So I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do it soon. Got her those for Mother's Day, and they're doing okay. So we got that done about the tomato plants and the pigeon peas. You know, I got to put stakes on these so they won't be leaning over. So that's what I probably do at the end this week. Sometimes I'll be doing that this week. So here's more pigeon pea plant. Okay, and they're doing great. So I think I covered about everything in the garden. Yeah, I believe I did. So anyway, thank you for going along with us today. July garden tour. If you want more videos like these, all you got to do is subscribe and like, and we'll be bringing more videos like these. And we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.